Hi, first grade. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Today, we're going to be turning and telling plans for writing letters to your fourth grade buddies. Now, when you turn and tell a plan, you just talk about it and you use that conversation to come up with ideas that you will then go ahead and write. So let's start out by doing step one, which is asking yourself, what do you know about your buddy? And you can think about this in terms of what your buddy's likes and dislikes are and the things you do together. There might be more that you know about your buddy, but these are great places to start. So pause this video and think to yourself, what do you know about your buddy? You could even tell somebody who's close by. Go ahead, hit pause. Now, that you've gone through step one and talked about what you know about your buddy, it's time for step two. Don't forget, you're going to talk with somebody nearby about the answer to this question, and there should be lots of answers to it. This one you should know pretty well. So, you ready to think about it? You sure? You positive? Okay. Step two. What have you been up to? This is where you get to share information about yourself. You could think, what have you been up to at home? What have you been up to outside? Who have you been up to things with? Take a moment now and think and talk with somebody close by to answer the question, what have you been up to? Remember, you only have to turn and tell these answers. You don't have to write anything yet. Hit pause, and when you're ready, come right back to me. Welcome back. And now it's time for step three. Of course, in letters, we have to work on keeping the conversation going. And knowing our audience in step one, what do you know about your buddy, and talking about yourself is not necessarily enough to keep the conversation going. You have to ask questions. And so, I want you to think to yourself, what are you wondering about your buddy's life? What would you like to know about your buddy? This could be things you'd like to know about your buddy and what's going on in his or her life now, or things that might have gone on in the past. Maybe it's things about your buddy's future you want to know. So whether it's your buddy's past, present, or future that you have questions about, go ahead and ask those questions. Just use your voice to do it. Hit pause, and when you're ready, of course, come back to me for the last step in planning. All right, are you ready for the last step? I am. You have done so much talking. And now, for the final step. Drum roll, please. That's it. Okay, you ready? Step four, write. Now, there is no way that I expect you to write every single thing you just talked about in your letter. That's crazy. That's a huge amount. But you should have lots of ideas for keeping your audience in mind, for talking about yourself, and for asking questions to your buddy. So you should be ready to write that first draft of your letter and really think about your buddy and what he or she would like to know and how to keep that conversation going. So I triple dog dare you to write as much as you can in this time and to have a wonderful time doing your best to get your buddy to write back to you. All right. Have a wonderful time, boys and girls. Bye-bye.